Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. My name is Sadaf Afreen and I am your mathematics teacher for grade 7. Today I am teaching Oxford New Syllabus Mathematics 2 book, chapter number 1, Direct Proportion. The objectives of today's lesson will be direct proportion. We will discuss about direct proportion with examples. We try to understand through different investigations and class discussions that are on our book. Then we will do work example 1, practice now 1 and related questions from exercise 1a. Direct proportion. Now what is direct proportion? Before proceeding, there is a general definition that will help you to understand. When two quantities are related in such a way that if one quantity increases, other quantity increases in equal proportion, or we can say that if one quantity decreases, other quantity also decreases proportionally. For example, if you buy a chocolate, let's say it cost 10 rupees. So if you buy two chocolates, how much it will cost? It will cost 20 rupees. And if we buy 5 chocolates, the cost of 5 chocolates will be 50. So see students, as we are increasing the number of chocolates, our price is also increases. Now proportionally means that it's not like that we are adding price of something else. We are adding price of chocolate. Now on the next slide there is a page of book shown in which investigation is written. There is an example. As you can see also that this example is related to Singapore, in which there is a library and there is a fine also if you didn't return your book on the specific date or time. The fine is 15 cents. The table is given, and in this table you can see that 1 day fine is 15 cents, 2 days fine is 30 cents, 3 days fine is 45 cents, 4 days fine is 60 cents, and as we proceed, the fine for 10 days overdue is 150 cents. So now there are some questions that are written. First question is, if the number of days a book is overdue increases, will the fine increases or decrease? Second question, if the number of days a book is overdue is doubled, how will the fine change? Third question is, if the number of days a book is overdue is tripled, what will happen to the fine? Fourth question is, if the number of days a book is overdue is halved, how will the fine change? And fifth question, if the number of days a book is overdue is reduced to 1/3 of original number, what will happen to the fine? Now let's think about it, students, that what happened actually. Now first we take to the first question. If the number of books is overdue increases. Now going back to the table, if one day the fine is 15 cents, if the day increases, the fine also increases as shown in the table. So it means that first answer is fine increases as the number of days increases. If the fine is double, if the day is double, like there is 2 days and fine is 30 cents, and if you doubled to 4 days and fine is 60. So if the number of days double, fine also doubled. If the number of days a book is overdue is tripled, for example 3, and we will compare it with 9. Fine for 3 days is 45 and fine for 9 days is 135. And we can clearly see the 45 into 3 is 135. So yes, the fine also tripled. Now if the number of days the book is overdue is halved. For example, 6. 6 को half करेंगे, our answer will be 3. 6 days and the fine is 90, and if we half 90, the fine is 45. So yes, the answer of fourth question is that the fine also half. And if the number of days a book is overdue is reduced to 1 by 3, now we will take 9 days as example. If we reduce 9 to 1 by 3, we will get 3. And if we reduce the fine of 9 days, that is 135, to 1 by 3, the answer will be 45. So yes, our answer is that the fine also will be halved to the original value. Now on the next page, next slide, and the next page of the book, there is class discussion. In this class discussion, the same example is again repeating but in a different way. That the number of days are there, the fines are there, and there is another third row which says rate y by x. We have to find the rate. We have to divide y with the value of x correspondingly. 3 columns are done, and the rest of the columns are for you to solve. And here at this point I will request you to solve on your books. Take a time, solve on your books all the empty columns. After solving, you will get an answer. Okay, what can we observe about the rate y by x? What's the observation that we have to tell? And what does y by x represent? And what does constant 15 mean in this context? When you solve all the columns, you will see that in every column your answer is 15. 60 divided by 4, 15. 75 divided by 5, 15. 150 divided by 10, 15. So what does it mean? It means to understand the meaning, we have to answer the two questions that I mentioned there. What can we observe about the rate y by x? Our observation is that the rate is same throughout the table. And what does it mean? It means that the fine is increasing in a proper proportion. Each day 15, for each day there is 15 cents. This is what we mean. The rate of the fine is 15 days. One thing more that we can conclude from this table is this, that if you divide 45 with 3 or 30 with 2 or y with x, your answer will be 50. So we can say that y1 over x1 is equals to y2 over x2, that is 15. Or we can also say that x1 over y1 is equals to x2 over y2, that is 1 by 50. And we can also say that x2 over x1 is equals to y2 over y1, that is 2. So the main conclusion of our this whole lesson is that if y is directly proportional to x, then y1 over x1 is equals to y2 over x2, or x2 over x1 is equals to y2 over y1.